Welcome to the Mystic Access Podcast, where the magic is in learning.
Episode 48, The Qube, Accessible Twitter Client. This is Chris Grabowski. I just wanted to take you on a demonstration of the Qube. This is a Twitter client that has actually been around for quite a while. It started out as the Quitter project, and the Qube is one of the forks of the now defunct Quitter. I will take you on a tour of the program. You can download your copy of the Qube from Quartizer Projects. That's www.QUARTZPROJECTS.co.uk. So now I'm going to press enter to start the installation of the Qube.
Open file security warning dialog. The publisher could not be verified.
I get my security warning, so I'm going to tap to run.
How can run button Alt-R.
Press enter.
Internet setup.
User
Secure
account
desktop.
control dialog. Do you want to allow the following program from an unknown publisher to make changes to this computer? Program name: the Qube Setup 1.0 Beta 4.2.exe Publisher. Unknown file origin. Network drive change when these notes.
Okay, the UAC prompt has come up, so I'm going to press Alt-Y to accept it.
Setup. Select setup language. Select the language to use during the installation. Combo box English collapsed.
That's the one I want, so I'm going to hit the Tab key
OK button.
and press enter.
Set up the Qube dialog. Welcome to the Qube Setup Wizard. This will install the Qube version 1.0 Beta 4.2 on your computer. It is recommended that you close all other applications before continuing. Click Next to continue, or Cancel to exit setup. Next button Alt-N.
And I'm going to press enter.
Unavailable. The MIT license copyright C2009-2010 Mongoose Enterprises permission is hereby granted, free of charge, to any person obtaining a copy of this software and associated documentation files the software, to deal in the software without restriction, including without.
And I'm going to tab.
I do not accept the agreement radio button checked Alt-D.
I'm going to scroll up
I accept the agreement radio button checked Alt-A.
and press enter.
To continue, click Next. If you would like to select a different folder, click Browse Edit. Selector C, Program Files x86 the Qube.
That's the default folder where the Qube will be installed, so I'm going to press enter.
To continue, click Next. If you would like to select a different folder, click Browse Edit. Blank.
So I'm going to press enter.
Select the additional tasks you would like set up to perform while installing the Qube. Then click Next Tree View. Create and desktop icon checkbox check selected.
Okay, you can do things like create a desktop icon, and that's it.
Back button, next button Alt-N.
So I tab to the next button and hit enter,
Install.
and I'm going to press enter to install.
Next. Cancel button. Setup has finished installing the Qube on your computer. The application may be launched by selecting the installed icons. Click Finish to exit Setup Tree View. View readme.html checkbox check selected.
Okay, I don't want to view the README file, so I'm going to uncheck that.
Space. Not checked. Launch the Qube checkbox check selected.
And I'm going to launch the Qube, so I'm going to press enter.
Setup unavailable. Internet Download Accelerator Pro. List. The Qube Setup 1.0 Beta 4.2.8. Internet download.
And sometimes under Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, you may have to go to the desktop.
2 a.m.
So I'm going to go to the desktop,
Desktop list. File disk.
and I'm going to find the Qube,
E. The Qube.
and I'm going to hit the Applications key or Shift F10.
Context menu. Open O. Open file. Pin to start. Run as administrator.
And I'm going to run it as administrator. Now you only have to do this once. So I'm going to press enter.
Program manager
User
unavailable.
account.
Desktop
The
list.
UAC
The Qube 46 of
prompt comes up,
85.
So I Alt-Y to answer yes.
Program manager. New session dialog. Session type. List. Google Voice.
Now the new session dialog box came up. And you have different options. You have Google Voice,
Stopwatch.
Stopwatch,
Twitter.
Twitter. And that's the one I want. So I am going to hit the Tab key.
Session name. Edit. Blank.
I'll just give it my name.
CHRIS.
And then hit the Tab key.
OK button.
Press enter. Now what's going to happen when I press enter is the Qube will launch your web browser and take you to the twitter.com web page where you will either log in or you will be automatically logged in depending on how your preference is set on Twitter, and you will be given a code. So I'm going to press enter.
Please wait the what Twitter login dialog. Please enter the verification code from Twitter for session Chris said at Google Chrome. Twitter/authorize an application document. Banner landmark heading level 1 link Twitter.
Okay, I am using Chrome to do this.
Navigate main landmark heading level list with 3 www and access now this out of list this list with 5 items bullet read tweets bullet see who you follow and follow new people.
And this tells you what this app will be able to do with your Twitter account.
Bullet update your profile. Bullet post tweets for you. Bullet access your direct messages out of list button authorize app button cancel.
So I want to authorize the app.
Out of button AU. Twitter/authorize an application document. Banner landmark navigation main landmark you've granted access to the Qube.
Okay, it says you've granted access to the Qube.
Next, return to the Qube and enter this PIN to complete the authorization process. 9,008,000.
So now I'm going to select this PIN number.
Selecting 9,804,000.
Copy it to the clipboard.
Copy to clipboard.
Now I'm going to press Alt-Tab.
Twitter login icon 2 of 6 Twitter login dialog. Please enter the verification code from Twitter for session Chris edit. Blank.
Now I'm going to paste. Control-V. And
OK button.
Tab and press enter on OK.
Google Chrome. Logged into Twitter as Grabber73. Twitter/authorize an application document. Selected 9,840,000.
Okay. As you can tell, the Qube opened. You heard that little sound. That means tweets have been retrieved and everything is working properly.
Google Chrome.
So I'm going to close Chrome because I don't need it anymore. One thing to keep in mind when you are running the Qube does not have any windows, so there's no window to Alt-Tab to. There's nothing in your system tray. It's just there. And you use it by global hotkeys. Now, with Twitter, you have different sessions or buffers. The Qube calls them buffers. And you have your home buffer, which is where all your tweets go. You have a direct messages buffer, sent buffer, mentions buffer, and a couple of other buffers. And if you have custom lists, you can have those in buffers. So to move from buffer to buffer, you press and hold Control Windows and then use your left or right arrow keys. So I'm going to do that now.
Direct messages, empty.
So now I'm in direct messages. I don't have any.
Sent, 178 of 178 items.
I've sent 178 tweets.
Mentions, 139 of 139 items. Home, 200 of 200 items.
And then now we're back to the home buffer. Now, in order to read our tweets, I'm going to press Control Windows Home, and this will take me to the top of my home buffer.
About 36 minutes ago, breaking news posted 31 killed at remote Pakistani check.
And I'm going to do Control Win down arrow to move through my tweets in my home buffer.
About 42 minutes ago, Alison Hartley posted I agree. RT app check. About 50 minutes ago, Superman homepage posted mild-mannered reviews Superman Beyond 14 http://bit.ly/11wrcnt.
So if I wanted to send a new tweet from anywhere, again, I could be in Word, I could be in email program, I could be in wherever, I could be on the internet. If I want to just post a new tweet, I will do Control Windows N for new tweet.
Tweet 0 of 140 characters dialog. Message. Edit multiline. Blank.
And I'm going to type in a new tweet.
T. A-I-S space. I-S-A space. W-E-T. F-R-S-A space. Q-U-B-E. I-S-E-I-G-A Q-B-E. P-O-D-C-A-S-T dot.
And I'm going to press enter.
Studio recorder document 1.
So that sound tells us that the tweet has been sent, and I muted it, but it would say the tweet has been sent. I'm going to do Control Windows Home to go to the top of the home buffer.
About 37 minutes ago, breaking news posted 31 killed at remote Pakistani checkpoint in clash between military and Taliban at Reuters http://
That is my most recent tweet. If I want to get a list
One
of...
tweet.
Okay, you just heard that one tweet came in. And let's go up one with Control Windows up arrow.
About 59 seconds ago, Chris G posted this is a tweet from the Qube while recording the Qube podcast.
Okay, and I am going to go to my sent buffer by doing Control Windows right arrow.
Direct messages, sent, 179 of 100.
And I'm going to go to the top of my sent buffer by doing Control Windows home.
About a minute ago, this is a tweet from the Qube while recording the Qube podcast.
And I'm going to do Windows Control Delete to delete this tweet, and it will remove it.
Remove tweet dialog. The post you are trying to remove will also be deleted from Twitter. Do you still wish to remove it? Yes button Alt Y.
Answer yes.
Y. Update the Qube dialog. An update for the Qube is available. Would you like to download and install it now? Yes button Alt Y.
Okay, an update to the Qube is available. Would I like to download and install it? I'm going to answer yes.
The Qube update dialog. An update for the Qube has been downloaded and installed. Press OK to restart the application and begin using the new version. Enjoy. OK button.
And I'm going to press enter to close the Qube, and it'll restart.
Internet download accelerator. Welcome to sent, 178 of 178 items. Logged into Twitter as Grabber73. One tweet.
Let's do Control Windows H to find out what version of the Qube was just installed. I thought I had the latest version, which was 1.0 beta 4.
About the Qube dialog. The Qube 1.0 beta 4.4 copyright 2012 Cortizer projects. OK button.
I guess I had downloaded an earlier version of the Qube, so I'm going to press enter.
Internet download accelerator.
To get a list of all hotkeys that you can use for the Qube, you would do Win Control K.
Keystroke manager dialog. Key map list. Control Win K tooltip.
Now this is one of the situations where you actually are interacting with a visible dialog. So I'm going to hit the down arrow key.
About keystroke. Control Win H. Description provides information about the currently active version of the Qube 1 of 96.
And I'm going to hit the down arrow key again.
Add to list. Keystroke. Control Win Alt L. Description. Add a user to list 2 of 96.
Do it again.
Apply filter. Keystroke. Control Win Shift F. Description. Display a buffer containing or excluding the items which contain the specified search criteria 3 of 96. Blocked users. Keystroke. Control Win. Description. Creates a buffer containing the people whom you have blocked 4 of 96. Buffer config dialog. Keystroke. Control Win Alt O. Description. Displays a dialog in which you can set buffer specific properties 5 of 96. Buffer config dialog tooltip.
I'm going to press escape. Close this.
Internet download accelerator.
I'd like to see who I am following. So in order to do that, I will do Control Win right bracket. And these are people that I am following, that I am interested in their updates.
Loading friends list. Friends empty. Friends updated.
Now I'm going to go to the top of the buffer by doing Control Win home.
Brian Harjan 803 followers, 167 friends, 30,830 tweets, last tweeted about 3 minutes ago, joined Twitter about 4 years ago.
And I'm going to scroll down.
Guys 1,126 followers, 1,140 friends, 1905 tweets, last tweeted about a day ago, joined Twitter about 2 years ago.
Now if I wanted to open an individual timeline for AT Guys, I would do Control Win I.
Individual timeline dialog. Buffer 4. Combo box collapsed. Edit. Selected @guys.
And it brings up their Twitter handle, but say I knew somebody else's Twitter handle that I wanted to pull up their individual timeline. I could just type it here, or I can press enter. So this is pretty convenient. So I'm going to press enter.
Internet download accelerator. 200 tweets from @guys.
Okay, now another buffer has just opened, and I am going to go to the top again.
About a day ago, AT Guys posted RT adorations for merch. We are doing some fundraising. We want your testimonials. Please.
Now I'm going to scroll down with Control Win down arrow.
About 3 days ago, 80 guys posted at Lisa Marie 621 no
Do it
rush.
again.
They'll about 3 days ago, 80 guys posted at Lisa Marie 620. About 4 days ago, 80 guys posted at Lisa Marie 600.
Now I'm going to close this buffer with Control Win apostrophe.
Friends, 2 of 77 items.
Now I'm back to my friends buffer, so I am going to close that as well.
Sent, 178 of 178 items.
Now I am in my sent buffer, and I can scroll up and down with Control Win up or down arrow, or I can move to different buffers by doing Control Win left or right arrow key. Let's just say I want to follow somebody. And by following somebody, that means that you want to be notified of their updates. You basically care what they're saying. So to follow somebody, I will do Control Win L.
Follow someone dialog. Follow who?
I will type in a Twitter name
HADDEBIRD.
and press Enter.
Internet download accelerator. Following Hattybird succeeded.
So now I am following Hattybird. She is one of the hosts on the 5x5 podcast network. So let's get an individual timeline for Hattie. So I'm going to do Control Win I.
Individual timeline dialog. Buffer 4. Combo box collapsed. Edit. Selected. Grabo 7.
I'm going to type in her name
AADDEBIRD.
or her Twitter handle.
Internet download accelerator. 200 tweets from Hattybird.
Now I'm going to go to the top of the buffer.
About 3 hours ago, Hattie Cook posted at Andrew Logan at and Benjamin, you were great. Thanks for coming on the show.
And now I can scroll down.
About 3 hours ago, Hattie Cook posted at Nat A. Levy at and Benjamin at Mantwin once they have children, women are like a
And I'm going to close her timeline.
Sent, 178 of 178 items.
Another nice thing about Twitter is it gives you the option to have custom lists that you want to add people to or anything like that. I'm going to open one of my lists, and to do that I do Alt-Win L.
List manager dialog, current lists, list.
And I'm going to scroll up and down until I find a list that I want to deal with. Now I'm going to hit the down arrow key.
Friends, owner, Grabo 7, products and services, owner, Grabo 7, technology, owner, Grabo 7, fun, owner, Grabo 73, mode, public, description, fun and interesting things 4 of 5.
So now I'm going to tab to the spawn button.
Add list, button, edit list, button alt, remove list, button alt R. Spawn list button alt S.
And press enter.
List timeline for fun, empty, 187 tweets in list timeline for fun.
Okay, now I'm going to go to the top of the buffer.
About an hour ago, Superman homepage posted mild-mannered reviews Superman Beyond for Teen http /
And I am going to scroll down.
About an hour ago, Superman homepage posted mild-mannered reviews Teen Titans 6. About an hour ago, Superman homepage post. About an hour ago, Superman About an hour ago, Superman About 3 hours ago, Rebel Force Radio posted RT at Chris for Kids, FF Friends in the Force at Rebel Force Radio at B363 at Stephen Stanton at Clock. About 3 hours ago, Rebel Force Radio posted RT at AU Chief at Sam Whitwer is.
Okay, and I'm going to keep this list open so I won't close this buffer by doing the win control apostrophe. One thing I want to do is change my sound scheme from the default to a custom Star Wars sound pack that I created a while ago. And I already downloaded it and installed it into the proper location, which would be within the Qube folder. There's a folder called Sounds, and you would unzip the file you downloaded into the Sounds folder. I just pressed Escape to close the Lists Manager dialog box. Now I'm going to do Control-Win-O.
Twitter configuration dialog, tab control, sound pack combo box standard collapsed.
Sound pack is standard. I'm going to press the up arrow key.
Classic Star Wars.
And there's Classic Star Wars. Now I'm going to tab.
Mute session checkbox not checked.
You can mute the session, which I won't do.
OK button.
You can press OK.
Internet download accelerator.
So now when a new tweet comes in, I will actually hear a Star Wars sound, or when I expand a buffer, I will hear a different Star Wars sound.
Mentions. List timeline for fun. 7 mentions. About 14 hours ago, Brian Harjan posted at Lisa Marie 6.
Let's open his timeline. So I'm going to do Control-Win-I.
Individual timeline dialog. Buffer 4. Combo box collapsed. Edit. Selected Brian.
And I'm going to press Enter.
Internet download accelerator. 200 tweets from Brian Harjan.
So now you heard two sounds. You heard the sound of a lightsaber, which means the buffer has been expanded or spawned. And you heard C-3PO say we're doomed. And that means that tweets were put into that buffer. So now I'm going to close the buffer.
Mentions. 1 of 139 items.
And you heard another sound telling you that the buffer has been closed. I'm going to go to the top of the buffer.
About 14 hours ago, Brian Harjan posted.
And I'm going to do Control-Win up arrow again.
About 15 hours ago, Brian Harjan posted.
It's another sound just telling us that we're at the top of the buffer. If we want to configure the Qube, we would do Control-Shift-Win-O.
The Qube configuration dialog, tab control, language selection, combo box user default, Windows collapsed.
Language selection, user default.
OK button.
And I'm going to tab to OK.
Cancel button.
Tab again.
Language tab selected.
Now I'm in the language tab. I'm going to press the right arrow key.
Speech tab selected.
And let's tab through and see what we have.
Speech output combo box auto collapsed.
Speech output is auto. What this means is that the Qube will determine the screen reader that you are using and interact with it. If I scroll down,
SAPI.
I could select SAPI. So instead of using my screen reader, it would use an installed SAPI voice. So I'm going to go back to automatic.
Auto.
Tab.
SAPI speech rate edit. 4. SAPI speech volume edit. 100. SAPI speech voice combo box collapsed.
And these are all dealing with SAPI, so I'm just ignoring them.
Enable speech recognition checkbox not checked. OK button. Cancel button. Speech tab selected.
Now I'm back at the speech tab. I'm going to hit the right arrow key.
Navigation tab selected.
Let's tab through.
Move by percentage amount as a percent edit. 5. Move by time defined as hours, minutes hours edit. 1. Move by time defined as hours, minutes edit. 0. Undo stack size edit. 100. OK button. Cancel button. Navigation tab selected.
Now I'm going to hit the right arrow key.
Braille tab selected.
Again.
Miscellaneous tab selected.
And let's see what we have in here.
Automatically start the Qube after Windows logon checkbox not checked.
It says automatically start the Qube after Windows login. It's not checked. I want to check it.
Space. Checked.
And then we'll tab.
Show confirmation dialog before exiting the Qube checkbox checked.
When you press Win Control F4, this will say, are you sure you want to exit the Qube? And you can answer yes or no. I'm going to turn this off.
Space. Not checked.
Tab.
Preferred URL shortener, combo box collapsed.
Tab again.
Perform standard actions with home/end keys checkbox not checked.
Tab again.
OK button.
And I'm going to press Enter to OK it and save the changes.
Internet download.
One nice thing about the Qube too is you use a lot of global commands with Control-Win home, Control-Win end, Control-Win left, right. You know, we've been through some of these already. And you can lock the keyboard. So what I'm going to do is lock the keyboard by pressing Alt Windows K.
Modifiers locked.
Now, when you just hit the left arrow key, right arrow key, up arrow key, down arrow key, home, and end, it will be as if you are pressing the Control-Win keys as well. So I'm going to hit the right arrow key.
Home. 3 of 203 items.
Now I'm going to hit the down arrow key.
About 54 minutes ago, breaking news posted 31 killed at remote Pakistani checkpoint in clash between military and Taliban at Reuters. About an hour ago, Alison Hartley posted I agree.
Down arrow.
About an hour ago, Superman homepage posted mild manager. About an hour ago, Superman homepage post.
Right arrow.
Direct messages, empty.
Now we're in our direct messages. Right arrow key.
Sent. 178 of 178
We're in our
items.
sent.
Buffer
Now
mute on.
Now I can just hit the up arrow key.
About a year ago, parcel http://t.co/f6mgu5z.
Do it again.
About a year ago, I am using Liver Drive for online backups http/.
Okay. Right arrow.
List timeline for fun. 7 of 187 items.
To turn it off, I am going to do Win Alt K.
Modifiers unlocked.
Now I have to press Control and Win if I want to use the global commands for the Qube. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this demonstration or kind of quick walkthrough of the Qube. There's a lot of features and functionality that I didn't cover. I can do other mini tutorials on the Qube if people are interested. Just let me know. My contact information follows.
Hi there, my name is Joey.
And my name is Kimberly.
Thanks for listening to the Mystic Access podcast. We hope you have enjoyed this episode.
Joey.
Yes, Kimberly.
It is my turn to talk.
Okay.
Thanks, Joey.
No problem.
If you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to send an email to mysticplacepodcast@gmail.com or leave a voice message at 864 Mystic 4, that is 86469782424, or follow him on Twitter at JediKent.
You can visit the website at www.mysticaccesspodcast.com.
Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast by searching in iTunes or at www.mysticaccesspodcast.com/question feed equals podcast to your podcatcher.
Have a nice day.
Take care.